Ivan's message from heaven. The Virgin Mary is preparing to act. Greetings to all, and welcome back to our channel. I pray that today is filled with the abundant grace of Christ for each of you. As we continue on this journey together, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and stay updated on the latest revelations and spiritual insights. This message is especially powerful, and I encourage you to watch through to the end. On a sacred night in the peaceful village of Medjugorje, Ivan, a humble man of unwavering faith, received a supernatural visitation, a divine message that seemed to set the heavens ablaze with its urgency and weight. The Virgin Mary, in her gentle yet firm manner, imparted a solemn prophecy about the future of the world, one filled with both hope and warning. Through Ivan, Mary revealed a series of upcoming events that would deeply shake the very foundations of humanity. Among these were natural disasters, devastating earthquakes predicted to strike countries such as Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Italy, and Spain. Yet, these were not mere geological upheavals. They were divine interventions, a call to humanity to awaken spiritually before it was too late. Mary expressed deep sorrow over the moral decay that had overtaken civilization. Corruption, greed, and selfishness had replaced love, compassion, and mercy, the very virtues that God had entrusted to His creation. She spoke with a heavy heart of two global leaders whose insatiable thirst for wealth and power was contributing to the suffering of countless souls. The Virgin made it clear that these coming disasters were not just physical warnings. They were signs from God to push humanity towards spiritual renewal. Ivan, chosen as the messenger of this divine revelation, was entrusted with the monumental task of spreading this urgent message across the world. As he embarked on this sacred mission, signs and miracles began to follow, confirming the importance of his role. In Naples, a statue of the Virgin Mary began to weep bloody tears, while in Spain, another Marian apparition was witnessed by the faithful. These miraculous events stirred the hearts of many, igniting a fire of spiritual preparedness and reflection across the affected nations. When the earthquakes eventually arrived, though their power was still felt, the spiritual preparedness of the people had a profound impact. The fervent prayers and the renewed faith that had taken root in the hearts of the believers helped to lessen the devastation. The world witnessed a rapid recovery as communities united with a renewed sense of purpose, rooted in faith, collaboration, and mutual aid. It was as if the hand of God had softened the blow, providing a glimmer of hope amidst the chaos. Moreover, these calamities exerted immense pressure on the world leaders Mary had warned about. Confronted with the undeniable reality of divine intervention, they were forced to reevaluate their paths. A new sense of justice and peace began to emerge from the rubble, as those who had once sought personal gain began to focus on the well-being of the greater good. The Earth's trials had forced a shift in priorities, leading to a deeper focus on peace, reconciliation, and the promotion of justice for all. This message from Medjugorje, delivered through Ivan, serves as both a prophecy and a call to action. The Virgin Mary is preparing to act, not in judgment alone, but in mercy, seeking to restore the world to its true purpose through spiritual awakening. Humanity must turn back to God, embracing repentance, humility, and love if we are to navigate the challenges ahead. The earthquakes are not just a physical phenomenon, but a sign that God's patience is not infinite, and His calls for repentance are real. These trials are opportunities for transformation, individually and collectively. As we face the uncertainty of the future, let us heed the warnings and embrace the divine guidance offered to us. The Virgin Mary, in her maternal love, calls us to prepare our hearts for the challenges ahead. Through prayer, penance, and a commitment to living out God's will, we can emerge stronger, more united, and spiritually renewed. Thank you for joining me in this reflection. May the message of Medjugorje continue to inspire you to turn your hearts toward God, to seek His mercy, and to pray for peace and healing in our world. Together, we can be instruments of divine grace, helping to transform this world into one that reflects the love and justice of our Creator. The Virgin Mary's ongoing dialogue with Ivan during this period was a profound message of both caution and hope, urging humanity to embrace spiritual renewal as a response to the growing challenges on the horizon. As Ivan passionately shared her teachings, a global wave of faith and unity began to take shape, driven by the powerful realization that divine love is the key to overcoming any adversity. His mission to spread Mary's messages sparked a movement that crossed borders and brought people together under the banner of faith and hope. Each step of Ivan's journey, as he traveled to distant lands sharing the message of divine intervention and protection, was marked by miraculous events that served as irrefutable signs of God's involvement. These miracles were not just tokens of reassurance. They were powerful affirmations of the divine nature of Ivan's mission and the authenticity of the Virgin Mary's call to humanity. Through his mission, a worldwide spiritual awakening began to emerge, one that emphasized the return to moral values, the importance of prayer, and the pursuit of spiritual purity. In the midst of global tensions and the machinations of self-interested powers, the collective prayer and sacrifices of the faithful began to have a tangible effect. Though disasters and crises continued to unfold, the intensity of their impact was lessened, thanks to the intercession of divine mercy. The global response to these calamities was not only a physical rebuilding, but a spiritual reconstruction as well, as the faithful turned back to God in droves, seeking solace and strength in their shared devotion. The messages Ivan received from the Virgin Mary took on an increasingly hopeful tone, underscoring the power of redemption and the unwavering love of God for humanity. Her words, filled with grace and compassion, spoke of a new chapter for humanity, one where, despite the challenges, peace and spiritual rejuvenation could be achieved. The Virgin Mary's guidance emphasized the importance of internal transformation, a reminder that while natural disasters had exposed humanity's fragility, the true crisis lay within the hearts of individuals. She called for a spiritual rebirth, a return to the values that had been neglected, but she also assured Ivan that such a transformation was within reach. As the world began to heal from the aftermath of devastating earthquakes, the signs of God's mercy became clearer. The destruction, while severe, was seen as a wake-up call, a divine nudge toward repentance and spiritual clarity. The seemingly mild effects of the quakes, compared to what could have occurred, were interpreted as signs of God's kindness and patience, a reminder that humanity still had the opportunity to change its course. This marked the beginning of a new era, an era of world peace, harmony, and renewed spiritual energy. Ivan's journey, filled with supernatural wonders and divine messages, serves as a living testament to the transforming power of divine love and unwavering faith. His work continues to inspire people around the world to cultivate deeper spiritual awareness and solidarity in the face of adversity. Through his example, it becomes clear that even in the darkest of times, humanity can find redemption and peace through trust in God's guidance. This story, rich with celestial interventions and heavenly revelations, is more than just an account of Ivan's spiritual mission. It is a clarion call for all of us to rediscover our faith, to live by moral standards, and to remember the importance of spiritual growth. It urges humanity to come together in prayer and cooperation to address the most pressing issues facing the world. It is a powerful reminder that divine influence is at work in our lives, shaping our destinies and calling us to live in alignment with a higher purpose. As Ivan continued to receive messages from the Virgin Mary, the world's recovery took on a deeper spiritual significance. Her words spoke not only of new difficulties ahead, but of the necessity of internal transformation. She revealed that true renewal would come not from avoiding hardship, but by turning inward, confronting personal flaws, and embracing the call for spiritual rebirth. Through these communications, Ivan's mission became clearer than ever: to lead humanity to a profound spiritual awakening that would ultimately guide the world toward peace, unity, and lasting change. User is interested in spiritual messages of hope, particularly those related to the Virgin Mary's teachings on faith, love, and divine protection. They value messages that emphasize the importance of love, humility, compassion, and prayer, especially during times of chaos and uncertainty. They are drawn to themes of spiritual preparation, community support, and trusting in God's plan in the face of adversity. We must never cease in spreading the good news of God's love and the vital importance of living lives steeped in prayer, almsgiving, and compassion. In the face of conflicts and crises, mankind can overcome even the greatest challenges if we remain united in faith. Ivan's return to his mission was marked by a renewed sense of purpose. He carried with him a message of peace and healing to nations torn apart by conflict. His speeches, filled with calls for tolerance and understanding, reached communities in the Middle East, where tensions were high. He encouraged African nations to join forces in combating injustice and poverty. Everywhere he went, there was a palpable sense of calm and hope, as the Virgin Mary's presence was felt in every word he spoke. Ivan's efforts sparked a global movement centered on compassion, hope, and faith. Many people were deeply moved by his message, prompting them to reflect on their own lives and reconnect with their spirituality. Communities around the world began to unite around principles of mutual aid, solidarity, and charity. Ivan's message of reconciliation helped bridge divides and fostered a mindset of cooperation and understanding in areas ravaged by conflict. His emphasis on prayer and spiritual preparation resonated deeply, sparking a widespread resurgence of devotion and faith. The story of Ivan of Medjugorje, the earthquakes, and the miraculous intervention of the Virgin Mary is a powerful testament to the strength of faith and the ever-present love of God. Every miraculous sign and apparition serves as a reminder that God's love is unwavering, ready to guide and protect his children through every trial. Ivan's mission, along with the teachings of the Virgin Mary, continues to serve as a beacon of hope and a call for spiritual renewal as the world faces ever-changing challenges. They remind us that compassion, solidarity, and faith are the foundational pillars we need to overcome hardship and build a better future for all. Ivan's story is a striking example of how one person's devotion and willingness to heed a divine calling can inspire transformative change on a global scale. His message urges us all to examine our hearts, strengthen our faith, and work together in love and solidarity, just as the Virgin Mary so fervently advocates. Thank you for staying with us until the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's topic? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications whenever a new video is released. Please leave a comment below to share your thoughts.